Hello students, today I am going to explain the scalar or dot product of two vectors. Let us assume two non-zero vectors a and b are there and the angle between these two vectors is theta. Then dot product between a and b is defined as modulus of a into modulus of b into cos theta, where the value of theta is between 0 and pi. If you observe this figure carefully, then you find that initial points of vector A and B are meeting at a common point. So this is very important to find out the angle between the two vectors. To understand this further, let us assume this is one vector A and this is one another vector B, and this angle is 120 degree. And you have to find the angle between vectors A and B. So if we see here, the terminal point of vector A is meeting with the initial point of vector B. So 120 cannot be the angle between vector A and B. So how to find that angle? For that we move this vector A further in such a way that, so this is vector A. So in such a way that initial point of vector A and B is meeting at a common point. Now this angle is 60 degree. So the angle between A and B is 60 degree. Okay. Now some observations on dot product. First is dot product is a real number. Outcome of dot product is real number or scalar number. If A dot B is equal to 0, then either modulus of A is equal to 0 or modulus of B is equal to 0, or angle between these two vectors is 90 degree, because A dot B is equal to modulus of A into modulus of B into cos theta. If theta is equal to 0, then A dot B is equal to modulus of A into modulus of B, because cos 0 is equal to 1. Next is, what will be the value of A dot A? So angle between vectors A and A is equal to 0 degree, and cos 0 is equal to 1. So A dot A is equal to modulus of A into modulus of A. That is equal to modulus of A square. So this is very important concept. Please remember this always. Okay. Next is, if angle between two vectors is pi or 180 degree, then A dot B is equal to modulus of minus modulus of A into modulus of B, because cos pi is equal to minus 1. Next is dot product between vector A and minus vector A. The angle between vector A and minus vector A is 180 degree, and cos 180 is minus 1, so that will be equal to minus modulus of A into modulus of A, because modulus of minus vector A is equal to modulus of vector A. So that is equal to minus modulus of A square. Next is, what will be the dot product between ij and k, where ij and k are unit vectors along positive x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So if it is the same vectors, means I dot I or j dot j or k dot k, then that is equal to 1. If it is different vectors, means I dot j or j dot k or k dot I, that is equal to 0, because angle between I, j and k is 90 degree. Or if we take the reverse also, means j dot I or k dot j or I dot k is also equal to 0. Scalar product is commutative, means A dot B is equal to B dot A. Reason for that is angle from A to B is equal to angle from vector B to A. This is again very important property of scalar product. Next is properties of scalar product. First is distributivity of scalar product over addition. So it is similar to distributivity property of multiplication over addition. If ABC are three vectors, then A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus A dot C. Okay. Next, if alpha be any scalar number, then alpha A dot B is equal to alpha A dot B is equal to A dot alpha B. Means alpha is multiplied anywhere, means either with A or B or outside of the dot product, but the outcome of the dot product will remain same. So these are some important formulas of dot product. If vector A and B are given in component form, then what will be the value of A dot B? So first, A dot I is dot product between B1I. So that will be equal to A1B1 into I dot I, that is equal to 1. Next, dot product between A1I and B2J. That is equal to A1 B2 into I dot J, that is equal to 0. Next, A1 I dot B3K. Again, I dot K is equal to 0, so that will be 0. Same way, I2J is dot product of A2J and all three components of vector B is done. Then we get A2B2. Next is dot product of A3K is done with all three components of vector B. Then we get A3B3. So finally we get the dot product is A1B1 plus A2B2 plus A3B3. Means this is the multiplication of coefficients of I plus multiplication of coefficients of J plus multiplication of coefficients of K. Next, what will be the value of modulus of A plus B whole square? So that is equal to A plus B dot A plus B. Okay. So when you do this dot product between these two vectors, first you will find A dot A, that is equal to modulus of A square. Next, A dot B plus B dot A plus B dot B, that is equal to modulus of B square. So that is equal to modulus of A square plus 2A dot B because of commutative property of dot product plus modulus of B square. Okay. Same way you can find out the value of modulus of A minus B whole square. So that will be equal to modulus of A square minus 2A dot B plus modulus of B square. Okay. Next is modulus of A plus B plus C whole square will be equal to modulus of A square plus modulus of B square plus modulus of C square plus 2A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. So you try to prove these two formulas, and if you find any problem, then you please write in the comment box. Next is Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. So what is that? If A and B are two vectors, then modulus of A dot B is less than or equal to modulus of A into modulus of B. Now how to prove it? So A dot B is equal to modulus of A into modulus of B into cos theta. So if you take the modulus of full this dot product, so that will be equal to modulus of A into modulus of B into modulus of cos theta. So that is always less than or equal to modulus of A into modulus of B, because modulus of cos theta is always between 0 and 1. Okay. Next is triangle inequality. If A and B are two vectors, then modulus of A plus B is always less than or equal to modulus of A plus modulus of B. Then how to prove it? Let us assume AB one vector is there whose position vector is A. Next vector BC is there whose position vector is B. So if you add these two vectors using the triangle law of vector addition, then AB plus BC is equal to AC. Okay. Now using the property of triangle, that the addition of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. So it means modulus of A plus B is always less than modulus of A plus modulus of B. So it means up to this less than is proved. Now when it will be equal to, when, then how to prove this equal to also. So for that, let us assume one vector A is there and another vector B is like this. Means these two vectors are collinear and in the same direction. So in this case, modulus of A plus B will be equal to modulus of A plus modulus of B. Okay. So if you have any queries on this topic, please write in the comment box. Or if you find that this video is really useful, please like it. Thank you.